In favor of Canelo Alvarez. Did the judges get this right?
Well, I don't think so. I respectfully disagree with the decision. I thought it was a very, very tight and close fight, but I thought Triple G won 6-5, 6 rounds to 5.
Alvarez. Golovkin. 2. We said we wanted to watch this fight again in HD. And did. And we want to start by saying props to Canelo and Triple. We was impressed with both fighters. And we want to congratulate Canelo Alvarez, winner of the fake bot judges middleweight championship belts. Yeah. Now look. We clocked it again. And we'd love to say Canelo did a great job. He did it, y'all. However, we can't. And we're way bigger Canelo fans than Triple. But he didn't win that fight. Truths, we felt bad for Canelo at the end of the fight because he fought a good fight we enjoyed. However, we knew he didn't do enough. Until they read the scorecards. Now. Some fans say this was a robbery. Some say it coulda went either way. Some say it was close, Triple shoulda won but wasn't a robbery. So we wanna make this clear with our personal unbiased view. You listenin'? Good. This fight wasn't close in a fucking lease. Not even remotely. Shit was a blatant stone cold hands down robbery. Why certain fans thought it was so hard as scores beyond us. But even if they had this fight a draw, it'd be a stone cold hands down robbery. Not because Triple beat the shit out of Canelo. He certainly didn't. Triple simply edged too many rounds. Here's the question. How do you watch a fight? And how do you score a fight? Like, do you watch a fight with expectations? Or hopes? There's a difference. And expectations can cloud one's ability to properly score a fight. Now if you're an artist and you sell 1 million albums, that's a success. However, by the time Michael Jackson sold 20 million bad albums, shit was deemed a failure. Why's that? Because Thriller sold 40 million. And we said at the time. Naturally far more's been sold since, however it was considered a failure then due to expectations. Now if I said a jet's gonna fly overhead tomorrow. And a jet flies overhead and does incredible maneuvers. The bulk of the public's gonna be impressed. However, if I say 50 UFOs will fly overhead flippin' and twirlin' lighting up the sky like the sun. And a jet flies overhead and does incredible maneuvers instead. The public's gonna be quite annoyed, callin' that a failure while throwing eggs at the jet. Why's that? Expectations. And we find most fans who had Canelo win and scored this fight based on expectations rather than the actual fight. Which they reveal in the things they say. Like that Canelo came forward instead of Triple. Fuck's that gotta do with it when you get jabbed in a face?
He out-jabbed him 1,000,000 to 1.
You're right, Teddy. Though you're wrong about Tyson, he was great. And Atlas predicted Canelo for the win, yet Setzi loss. But whether negative or positive expectations how most scored it? See, we just don't watch these kinda matches. We score 'em and observe like Vulcans. We're clocking every shot what's effective and we're keeping up with who's ahead the entire round. Every blow, the entire back and forth, while never scoring based on expectations. So let's correspond this to b-ball. Think it like this. You're on a court. Pity pat jabs like free throws equivalent to 1 point. Solid jabs 2 points and power punches equal 3 pointers, and this ain't rocket science. And a power shot 3-pointers actually gotta go through the hoop. You don't give a motherfucker points just cause it came close while missing a rim. Shit's actually gotta go through the net. Next. We noticed lots of fans impressed with Canelo's bebopping in a ring like he had some hip-hop rockin' in a background. While getting jabbed the fuck up. That's like you running down the court, spinning, bouncing a ball through your legs, then missing a fucking layup. It looked good, but big shit it missed. See, we saw some fans saying Canelo won because he brought the Mexican style. Really? That's like a basketball team claiming the team they're about to play is a jump shooting team that doesn't drive to the basket. So the team plays the game and to the crowd's surprise drives to the basket. However, they don't win the game because they unexpectedly drove to the basket while missing. If you want to score fights properly, you've gotta stop scoring missed layups and 3-pointers that don't even touch the rim. Now we had Triple winning this fight 8 rounds to 4. And even the 4 we gave Canelo coulda went either way. So it was somewhat charity. And some suggested we watch it in slow-mo. So we did. We had it 9-3 in slow motion. People's actin' impressed with Canelo standing toe-to-toe. Why? Because they're judging the fight based on expectations. They expected more in and out boxing from Canelo and so-called Mexican style from Triple. We did too. Instead we got more boxing from Triple and Mexican style from the actual Mexican. Fucks that gotta do with score in a fight. He did better in a first fucking fight. Triple couldn't find the man and could hardly hit the target in a first fight, but he found it with ease in this one. If Canelo landed all the shots he landed without being found, he woulda won this fight easily. With the media agreeing instead, and 98% of them saying draw or a loss. With Canelo's speed in hands, this shit should have been a easy win for Canelo. Real win that is, because he didn't win diddly fucking squat. And what was really pitiful was Canelo's reaction and screaming after they said he was the new fake champion. That's not a motherfucker who thought he won. That's a motherfucker that wasn't sure if Oscar de la Daddy Hoya slipped the judges enough to give him the fucking win. Oh, he knows they buy those judges. And he knows he lost. After Ross, they know they can't make a shit too obvious. Unfortunately they're failing at it. But props to those who said this would happen. Y'all beat us with that one. We figured after the failed drug tests and controversial first decision the judges might be forced to get it right. Yet Canelo just didn't offer Triple a third fight for no reason. The irony is it should be Triple offering Canelo the third fight, not a other way around. Though there's one thing we do love about Canelo. He has honor. If he says he will, he will. And he deserves respect for offering the third fight. But we see no point. Unless Triple knocks some of fuck out her down in 5 different rounds, he's not winning. Do we credit Canelo for standing toe-to-toe with Triple? We enjoyed it? But fuck no. He's a fucking fighter. You don't get extra points for actually acting like a fighter. We take points away from motherfuckers who don't. It's sad when fans got shit backwards. You're a fighter. You don't get points for standing face to face, you get 'em for winning a fucking fight. Ironically it's still boxing, so he never woulda had Canelo fight such a stupid fucking Homer Simpson fight. Especially when you coulda made the man bleed while keeping your face flawless. Your fist hitting his and his missing yours is the name of the game. That's why that's sweet. The toe-to-toe's entertaining for the fans. But it was no James Toney in a fucking ring. We say when you get hit. And whoa when you don't and hit. He did worse than a first fight. Oh, Canelo stood toe-to-toe. Yeah, he stood toe-to-toe and got boxed the fuck up. We said Triple doesn't have Canelo's hands. But he made his look bad, since Triple could hardly find the target in a first fight, but he not only found it in this fight but found it faster. Canelo's got superior hands than Triple, but a faster gun means squat if you're not using it wisely. When that many people say you lost your respect levels, squat. Making your fake belt squat. That's why you go through so much trying to convince. We watched Ellie Sickback say most fighters thought Canelo won. We watch everyone and said in our myth bustin' video those who said Triple won. So that's being one-sided. And please no bringing up Andre Ward. We love Ward. That's our dude. But he's also the guy that believes Mayweather invented the jab to the stomach.
And one punch that I stole from Floyd Mayweather, that he originated, was the jab to the stomach.
Really? You mean this jab being thrown before Mayweather was born? That one, huh? Fucking pitiful. And he teaching us to motherfuckers. Not to mention he already dislikes Triple. Understandably so too. But the bulk of unbought media who actually score fights had Triple winning. And yes, they're better at it. You need fans to be in sync. Like even in a Lynch days, the worst scumbag racist motherfuckers had to admit Jack Johnson won. Many hated the man. Many did it reluctantly. Many said,
"Damn nigger won."
But they admitted he won. Because it was real. Canelo has no nod. The bulk of the fans and media feels he's holding another man's belts. So the shit's fake. People don't nod to it, they piss on it. It's cool if people hate ya. Haters will hate, and a greatest champion's been hated. But there's a difference. They actually fucking won. Canelo's disliked for cheating. If it ain't the drugs, it's the judges. Most just get to do it with the drugs. Canelo gets to do it with it all. And it's sad because the guy's got skills. But he wins another fight he didn't win. Nothing shocking about that. Nor's all the haters who literally saw the opposite fight from what occurred. And what a fuck happened to having to take it from the champion? Used to be you was the one who had to do more to take the champ's belt. Well, apparently not if you're Canelo. If anyone else fought the same fight, they woulda gave it a Triple. What's really funny's this. Some sayin' Triple shoulda stepped it up. Like, why would the champion be the one who has to step it up but Canelo doesn't? Because Canelo's Canelo, huh? Or is it his red hair? That one just seemed strange to us. What's even funnier is how anyone who doesn't get knocked out against Triple's the winner in the eyes of his haters. Meanwhile anyone who doesn't knock Canelo out's automatically the loser. The new expectation judging. Canelo threw the harder shot, same answer every fight. Sure, you hit Canelo 50 times, but that one punch he threw hit in your arm was so hard. Every one of us knows if you flip the script and Canelo fought the exact same fight Triple fought and Triple fought the exact same fight Canelo fought instead, none of Canelo's fans would be saying Canelo lost that fucking fight. Not fucking one. Really, you would, huh? If Canelo was the one jabbing Triple in a face all night, outlanding the motherfucker virtually every round, punching him in a face over 100 times more than hurting him twice in the last 3, finally backing him to the ropes, you'd be saying Canelo lost, huh? Yeah, okay. And pigs fly. Because we woulda had Canelo winning that shit hands down. Yeah, watch that fight again and imagine Canelo's face on Triple's body and Triple's on Canelo's and tell us Canelo lost. And please, we don't wanna hear no crap about Abel Sanchez said Canelo won. What he said was he thought they won, then try to smoothen it out by saying all coaches think they won.
I thought we won, but all coaches think they won.
Then he said he glad a Mexican won. Abel's playing a game. Betcha he already sat Triple down in private telling him you won that fight, but we gotta be nice to get that rematch. And he doesn't wanna create a Laura situation. He had how the fuck he'd act if this occurred planned out. We told y'all years ago Abel was a sellout fraud. He wants a third fight. Which they may actually lose for the first time with Canelo for real. Because Canelo's getting better while Triple's getting older. Paulie said the same shit and Paulie's assessment was spot on. Now we've checked every live round by round scorer we could find. And couldn't find one that had Canelo winning. Keep in mind they're delivering this before the official scores read. MMA had it a draw. Bloody Elbow had it 115-113 Triple. But said they could see it going either way. Or even Bain a draw. Boxing News 24 had it 116-112 Triple. Everyone else we saw had Triple winning. These guys even said Alvarez knows he needs a knockout. Same shit everyone in our spot was saying. And most of them wanted Alvarez to win, but going into the 12th they was saying he's gotten knock him out. So all these people supposed to be retarded, huh? We literally saw not one soul that said Canelo won before the official scores was read. Not one. Nevertheless, it was a good fight. Certainly better than the first. But look. You can't claim media that has no special love for Triples being biased. And no one was saying shit like this about real champions. Wasn't a bunch of motherfuckers claiming you better not fight Mike Tyson, they gonna rob your ass. We have no respect for Canelo's belts. Which is sad because he's a talent. But we pay for real fights to see real fights. And we expect the results to be too. We just go to the flicks and spend less money watching fiction if that's the case. So you're stealing from us, which we don't appreciate. We'd have said the same thing if the script was flipped and they gave it to Triple. Anna alla brothers who hate Triple over the Hagler thing. We get it. We said years ago we didn't rank Triple with the greats and still don't. But you gotta expand your minds instead of simply being happy and cracking clown jokes. We love fun, however still talk real boxing. So you've gotta see the big picture and see they're gonna do the same shit at Charlo, Andrade, Jacob Spence and any other fighter. It'd be one thing if it was a one-time thing, but it's an ongoing occurrence with Canelo. So they better knock him out, because if they punch him in a face 1,000 times it won't matter so long's Canelo punched them in a arm real hard once in a fight. And you're obligated to accept it? Now that's our requested view. We personally wouldn't have said nothing about it if it wasn't requested. So we have no problem with anyone who saw it differently. Y'all know us, it's just boxing talk. Like, we understand there's a few legit people who feel Canelo won. We respect them. But we know the difference between those and haters when we see them. Anna Ricky Irvin. We personally had no problem with HBO on this. Some rounds they had Triple winning that we had Canelo winning and vice versa, however we saw them giving Canelo far more credit than Triple. As for the slow motion, we saw them showing Canelo's shots too. Though could be that when they viewed some in slow motion they saw Canelo missing. But HBO's done anyway, however we recall cracking on those motherfuckers first. And once again, we repeat. We have no problem with having different views. We don't dislike people for having a different opinion. That's not us. We give our view, however we're totally cool with anyone who sees it differently, in this case or any concern in any fighter. We don't be like betraying our people over some stupid boxing opinion. That's simple. That's our view on this fight. And we're certainly open to yours. And until our next one. Peace. We're out.
I don't know what the heck you was saying, but I hope you was saying that Golovkin won the fight.
That's what I said.
I had him 117, 112. That's what I had it.